Hey guys, what is up? This is me, Prajwal, Basnet, and welcome back to this channel. So in this video, I'll be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A70. I've got the white color variant of this device. All the color options reflect light in some ways, but as I'm in a pretty bright condition, you can't notice it here. And be sure to watch this video till the end, because at the end of this video, I'll be talking about the current alternatives to this phone available in the market, like the Vivo V15 Pro and Oppo F11 Pro. And also I'll be talking about the upcoming alternatives like the Redmi K20 Pro and Realme X, which might make it to Nepal very soon. But before I begin with this review, first let me show you guys what comes inside the box of this phone. So I've already been using this phone for a few days now, that's why it's already unboxed, but I just want to give you guys an idea about what you get inside the box. So first we have this USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable. A 25-watt fast charger that features a USB Type-C connection. A decent pair of earphones, and a SIM ejector tool. At the top we also have another little box which has this TPU case that I've been using. Inside it you can find some paperwork, so you get a quick start guide and a warranty card. And just in case if you're wondering how to transfer data from a PC that doesn't have a USB Type-C port using the data cable, then you will probably need to purchase a cable separately like this one. This phone is a combination of glass and plastic, which is referred by Samsung as plastic body. It weighs about 183 grams and it is 7.9 meters thick. Although the phone looks huge, it has even weight distribution, which makes the phone feel light in the hands, and the overall build quality of the phone is good. This phone comes with a huge 6.7-inch FullHD Plus Super AMOLED display with 20:90 screen ratio. The display features a U-shaped notch at the top, and the front display is protected by a Gorilla Glass 3, which offers decent protection, but it is not as good as the newer Gorilla Glass 5 or 6. Overall, the display is good and produces vibrant colors. You'll probably have no difficulty viewing the display even under direct sunlight, as the display gets bright and has excellent auto brightness adjustment. As this is an AMOLED display, you'll also get always on display feature with a lot of customization in order to compensate for the notification LED, which this phone lacks. This phone is based on Android 9.0 Pie with One UI on top. The phone feels smooth and there are no issues with lags and stutters. The One UI is very well optimized, packs in a lot of features, and has excellent RAM management. The One UI also has a lot of features to make one-handed use easy on this huge phone. And also, if you're a person who likes dark mode, then One UI also has a system-wide dark mode. Just enable night mode in the notification panel and you're good to go. This phone is powered by Snapdragon 675 chipset, which is based on 11nm manufactured process. It features an octa-core processor and Adreno 612 GPU. The raw performance of this chipset is similar to Snapdragon 710, or in some cases even higher, but it is slightly weaker than the Snapdragon 710 in graphics department. You might also see Snapdragon SM6150 in some cases, but both are pretty much the same. But nonetheless, the phone performs excellent. You'll have no problem doing day-to-day tasks. Even if you're a person who likes to play games, then the phone also has no problem running demanding games like PUBG Mobile. The phone is capable of running PUBG on HDR graphics with ultra frame rate settings. Here's a demo of PUBG running on this phone. The Galaxy A70 comes in two variants. Both of them feature 128GB of storage, but in Nepal you will need to settle with 6GB RAM variant, as the 8GB variant of this device is not available in Nepal. The 6GB of RAM will be enough for heavy users and more than enough for normal users. There's also a surprise here, as the phone features a dedicated SD card slot up to 512GB, which means you can use both of your SIM cards and your SD card at the same time. Talking about the cameras, on the rear, the phone features a 30MP primary camera with the f1.7 aperture. It also features an ultrawide camera of 8MP with the f2.2 aperture that has a field of view 120 degrees. There's another 5MP f2.2 sensor that works for depth sensing information. The overall image quality produced from the phone is very good. Here are some samples from the rear cameras. The images produced from this phone try to maintain colors as they are in real life, so the images don't get much processed. It is personal preference whether you like minimal processed image or much processed image. The captured photos are good in well lighted conditions, but same cannot be seen for low light photos, as the quality is kind of average for today's standard. I hope Samsung provides a dedicated night mode for Galaxy A70 and its siblings via a software update, which might help these devices tackle the night mode situation. Moving on to the front camera, it features a 30MP sensor with f2.0 aperture. The quality of the images captured from this front camera is quite impressive. Here are some samples from the front camera. As you can see, the captured images retain quite a lot of detail, and the beautification mode is not as extensive as those found on the Oppo and Vivo, which means your face won't look absolutely cartoonish. And you can also disable the beautification mode if you want to, or control the intensity manually. Regarding the portraits taken on these cameras, they are very good. The resolution were good on most of the scenarios. It's called as live focus on Samsung devices. You can control the intensity of the blur even after taking the portraits and add different effects to them. Talking about the ultra-wide photos, they look decent, but they are not as good as the images from the primary camera. But anyway, it opens up a new perspective for you to capture images, which is great. Moving on to the videos, you can capture videos from both the wide and ultra-wide camera on the back, but you can't switch between them while capturing the videos. The captured footage from the A70 looks good. Although Samsung claims no stabilization on the cameras, this is probably some amount of stabilization being implemented on both the back and the front cameras. The microphone also records good voice, unlike some other upper mid-rangers which come with awful microphone quality. The speaker on this device is good, but it's not impressive. It features a single downward firing speaker that gets loud, but I would recommend you guys not to set the speaker at the highest level, as you might experience some distortion in the audio. So it's best to set the audio just 1 or 2 levels below its max volume for the most pleasant listening experience. But the same cannot be said when you carry earphones, as the phone features dolby atmos, which makes the sound coming out from the earphones a little more boosted than usual, and also separates the left and right channel more pronouncedly, which can be great for locating your enemies in games like PUBG from their footsteps. There are also modes which you can switch if you like, but you should find just the auto settings. The phone does retain the 3.5mm headphone jack, which you should have probably noticed by now. Apart from the usual PIN, pattern and passcode, you can choose between fingerprint unlock and face unlock. This device features an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is not the fastest you will find at these prices, but it gets the job done. Samsung has improved its unlock speed by a little margin from a software update. I believe the problem with unlocking the devices with in-display fingerprint sensor is that many people don't place their finger correctly, which results in the fingerprint sensor being inconsistent. So I suggest everyone to place the finger properly on the sensor and cover the glowing area entirely, which will make your sensor consistent and the phone will unlock 95% of the time. You can also try adding multiple fingerprints if you want better results. Regarding the face unlock, it's faster than the fingerprint unlock, but it is less secure as it doesn't have a dedicated hardware for facial recognition. You can still use it if you don't want to use the fingerprint sensor, and also if you are not much concerned about the security of your device. The phone has a big 4500 mAh battery which can easily last you over a day on medium to heavy uses. You should also get a screen time of around 7 hours on mixed uses. Samsung has included the first 25W charger with this device, so charging this huge battery doesn't take as much time as you'd expect. Here's a brief information on charging times. So I believe I've covered most of the major things about this phone. Now let's move on to the minor things. So the phone does have dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, FM radio, NFC, USB Type-C port, and so on. The phone doesn't have any IP rating if you guys are wondering about that. The phone is available in black, blue, white, and color options. All of these color options reflect light in some ways with different intensities. In Nepal, the phone is officially released at Rs 47,990, but you can probably find it around Rs 46,000 by now. As I mentioned earlier in this video, talking about the alternatives to this phone at similar price range currently available in the market are the Vivo V15 Pro and Oppo F11 Pro. Among these three phones, Oppo F11 Pro uses the Helio P70, which is inferior to Snapdragon 675, and it also lacks the ultra-wide camera, so it's probably the weakest among the three in terms of performance and features. And the only reason to consider the Vivo V15 Pro over the A70 is its better night mode capabilities, or if you're a big fan of the motorized pop-up selfie camera. So all things considered, A70 is probably the superior among these three phones in terms of features, brand value, user interface, after-sales service, and so on. And also the Vivo V15 Pro is more expensive than the A70 by Rs 5,000 to 7,000. So by keeping all these things into consideration, A70 is probably the best phone you can buy here in Nepal at the price range of Rs 45,000 to 50,000 right now. But if you're not in a hurry, newer phones from Realme will be releasing in Nepal soon, which I think probably won't make much of a difference. But just in case, if Redmi K20 Pro makes it to Nepal with a base price tag around 45,000 to 50,000, then that could be a game changer, but the exact price and release date is unknown here in Nepal till now, so there's no proper conclusion to these upcoming phones. So with that being said, I want to end this video here. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to ask me in the comment section down below if you got any questions. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.